Somebody must be at the door. Company! I wonder who it could be. Oh! Hello, Lisa.
Hello, Mike.
How are you today?
I'm swell, and you?
I'm great, actually. In fact, I had a neat idea.
Oh, really?
Yeah! Do you want to try shrooms?
Isn't that illegal?
Good observation, Lisa. But what is it about shrooms that the government is trying to protect you from? To better understand, we must first learn about what's in these so-called magic mushrooms. Shrooms contain a special chemical called psilocybin. When you eat a magic mushroom, the psilocybin is absorbed by the lining in your mouth and your stomach. It then travels to your liver, where an enzyme called monoamine oxidase breaks it down into a new active compound called psilocin.
That sounds awfully important and awfully scientific. I should write that down somewhere. What happens after that?
Another good question, but maybe you should ask your friend over there.
Mike, did you eat the mushrooms?
Yup, but there are still some left if you want some.
No thanks. I'm already hearing voices as it is.
Oh, you certainly are, Lisa.
So, what's it like in there?
Supposedly, it's going to be 10 to 40 minutes until I start feeling the effects. However, I did some research on my own that I'd be glad to share with you.
Okay, Mike, tell me what you know about magic mushrooms.
Well, Lisa, there are risks to any sort of recreational drug. However, with magic mushrooms, there are fewer risks. Shrooms are non-addictive, so I don't have to worry about being hooked on these things for life. In some cases, one might get dizzy, experience nausea, and maybe throw up a little. The greatest danger of magic mushrooms is the possibility of a bad trip, which can be emotionally and psychologically damaging for life. However, since trips are based on environment, and I'm with a good pal like you and in my own house, I'll be fine.
But aren't mushrooms like that poisonous?
No. In fact, they're less toxic than household aspirin.
Less toxic than household aspirin?
Yeah!
Fun fact, shrooms are less toxic than household aspirin.
Wow, that's so cool that I'm going to write it down somewhere.
You know what else is cool? Magic mushrooms are also apparently called God's flesh, because when people who are more spiritual go on trips, they usually interact with their spiritual leaders, and they feel a deep connection to their religion.
Wow, that's pretty nifty. But where do magic mushrooms come from?
The ground, silly! You see, magic mushrooms aren't something made in a laboratory by creepy guys. They're made in Mother Nature's laboratory.
Oh, really?
Yeah!
Well, that's interesting.
Indeed it is, Lisa. Now watch your friend carefully, because he's about to go on a little adventure.
Oh my!
He's tripping now.
What's he doing?
This phenomenon is called glossolalia. Her friend likes to experiment with sounds in his current state. When people go on psilocybin trips, they usually experience stronger emotions, deep philosophic thought, and apparent time dilation.
What other effects are there? Because in anatomy class, we're learning about the central and peripheral nervous systems. What's happening in there?
In the central nervous system, your friend perceives distortions in shapes. Visual and auditory hallucinations are typical, especially the enhancement of colors. Some people say that it seems as if the walls are breathing. Here's an idea of what it feels like to be in Mike's head right now. In his peripheral nervous system, he could feel numbness or tingling.
So if I hit him, he might not feel it?
Let's not try that. You wouldn't want his trip to turn bad, now would you? Because bad trips, influenced by unfriendly surroundings, inner conflict, and general uneasiness, can severely damage him emotionally and psychologically.
Oh, okay. Let's try an experiment then.
What do you have in mind?
Let's see how well he can relate words with shapes and pictures. What's this one?
Black?
What about this?
White.
This one?
Happy.
And this one?
Sad.
Interesting. He can understand emotions better than he can solid ideas.
That's because he can access the creativity and memory stores in his brain, having more trouble focusing on solid, bland ideas like color. Usually, a chemical called L-DOPA reduces the spread of activation in your brain so that only certain responses are activated for certain stimuli. That's why we can think straight. However, Psilocybin decreases the amount of L-DOPA, expanding your neurological pathways. This means you can access memories and other interesting things, but can't completely focus on solid idea.
Okay, thank you for helping me understand the effects of shrooms.
No problem. Say, where did Mike go?
Oh no! Mike? Mike?
That was fun. I want to do that again.
Mike?
Oh no, not all mushrooms are safe.
What Mike missed in his research is that there are many poison mushrooms which have a similar appearance to psilocybin mushrooms.
If he ate one of these on accident, he could be very, very sick and possibly die.
Mike, no!
Wait, what's wrong?
That's not a magic mushroom, silly. That's a deadly poison mushroom. You should throw it away. Right now.
Oh, alright. Should probably stop doing illegal things anyways. Besides, mushrooms increase risk of a heart attack. I'll never do mushrooms again. It's cold out here.
Wait, Mr. Voice! Why is it illegal if the risks aren't as bad as, like, LSD and marijuana or crack?
Because any recreational drug has some risk. As Mike said, shrooms can increase the risk of a heart attack. Also, if your family has a history of schizophrenia, you could go into psychosis by taking shrooms. It's not worth the risk. Now that I've enlightened you, I must be on my way.
Wait! Come back! Come back, Mr. Voice!
Lisa? Lisa, who are you talking to?
I'm just hearing
Ha! And I thought I was the druggie. Oh, and it's not even funny.